Yesterday's world title moment for our Jeep leader, who'll be wearing yellow until the first event of the season, or into the first event of the next season. Stephanie Gilmore, equaling Lane Beachley's 7 world titles. Amazing to see. I'm sure Lane's probably thinking, hey, I got 2 more since then. But on the Masters, looks like Johanne got herself into one as well. Let's have a look at what went down.
Beautiful face. Oh, nice snap at that awkward little warble at the top will take some points off that particular movement. And then a fast running little inside, sees it coming back at her.
You know, she's still got a lot of surfing left to do in her career. And off the buzzer, taking this one, Barton.
Well, and the energy looks good. Just the early signs there. The focus, the pump and the drive. And that energy in her body looks super focused, super keen. Great start to the day, and that ride itself answers the questions for me. She looks hungry. She looks like she's refocused. She's forgotten about yesterday.
Shifting our focus back to the lineup, though. Steph Gilmore opened this quarterfinal heat with a 7.17. Now looking to land another solid number as she goes on the attack, giving it a little bit more on the outside, taking a fall there, pushing a little bit harder, feeling freed up. But I think, reflecting on last year and Steph surfing in 2018, a big thing for her. I think she really did add a bit of punch to her surfing as we see Johanne down the line, tucking into the barrel, finds a bit of cover. Won't find her way through this one, though.
No, sectionally. We saw that yesterday, that inside keiki bowl, bending back in with the west and closing out on competitors quite frequently. So it would seem that you have to get the work done, and when that open face on the outside is there, you've really got to capitalise. You've got to make something of that and do the biggest, most radical turns you can, because the inside isn't something you can bank on. And there wasn't any sort of, and this is live action.
Straight up into the pocket once again. Steph, her approach a little more vertical today. Went to the big calves on those huge open faces yesterday. Today mixing it up, drifting the fins at stages, pushing hard on the tail of a board, goes looking for the tube on the inside, but is unsuccessful in finding an exit.
We'll have a look at this one. Paddles in. Johanne there just to make sure she does it, make sure she uses that priority. Beautiful snap out of the top, and watch that back leg. It's the way she collapses that back leg that just makes things so beautiful. And then the pumping and the use of that front arm in the driving decision to make there. Do I go around it? Do I pull in? She chose the pull-in route, and obviously wasn't the best option because it's sectioned out, but maybe just going around that whitewater and coming around onto a flat shoulder wasn't going to offer anything more, so nothing lost really there.
Time for Johanne Defay to really get herself back in this quarterfinal heat. She's got a nice looking wall here, easy decision. Will utilise that priority, trying to get herself a solid number to get in this heat and stay on pace with Steph Gilmore. Nice start to this ride. Big hook off the top there. And looking for a big finish, dynamic on the end section. Plenty of power in that turn, and that's going to be her best ride.
And had to go. Let's have a look at this on the replay. A little pause as she comes down. The first turn was nice. This turn, a little bit of a warble off the bottom and then a little whip out of the top. Let's give it a little more accentuation, but that was the best turn on the ride. Layback snap, critical, 3 turns. This will be a good score and get the sort of score that she needs to put her into contention and keep her right there with Steph and not let Steph get too far away. Can't wait to see this last turn. Drops that back arm, lays it back into the lip, drifts the tail, comes down in the whitewater. That little touch to the face makes me believe that she liked it as well. A 5.77 for Steph's second ride. So Steph's got 2 scores on the board now, and we can expect to see her become a little more selective and a little more radical.
Going to be a battle from start to finish. Knowing what she went through yesterday with the tweaked shoulder, did you change anything mentally going into that matchup?
Well, yeah, Sally had an insane day yesterday with her high heat scores and barrels, and then kind of a tough, end of the day.
That handed the priority back to Johanne, so she needs to capitalise on that priority. Going to be interesting to see what Steph gets here on a bowly little inside one, Ronnie.
Well, she knew she had to make up that ride with something exceptional on the inside, so really went for it. Might have only had the one individual turn, and it's not going to better the 5.77. She's going to get the shot here. Just on 15 seconds remaining, Johanne Defay, an opportunity to turn the heat, to cause an upset, to knock out one of the most dominant performers at this venue. Johanne chasing a 6.45. Great first turn. Up into the lip again. Needs the finish. Climbs the roof. Big float.
Whoa.
Brings it down. Rides out of the turn. Composure plus. And a
good
lot of
question.
energy on that ride.
Well, we've got Joey and Potts in here waiting to get in the seat for the next heat. Joey's going, yep, she got it. I don't know, but this is exactly the scenario I was talking about. Want that time to run away, you want there to be one last shot, and you want the chance, and Johanne got it, and she did everything she could to get the score. Can't wait to see the replay and analyse this. The one thing is, it's not such a big set wave, is it? It's a little bit smaller than some of the other waves. First turn, nice, tight, snappy. Second one into the lip, throws a bit of spray out of the top. Last turn, floats it off the top, lands it clean. If we reflect on the 5.77 from Stephanie Gilmore and try and use that as a reference point, is one of those things judges will be doing. And the same for the 6.5. 3 turns. That last one was critical. That little moment of disappearance in the whitewater.
I love Steph's first wave, even in comparison to Johanne's 6.5. Let's check in with Rosie Hodge and get her thoughts.
Yeah, boys, well, just sitting with Johanne Defay, just waiting on that score. And Johanne, your initial reaction to that wave, do you think it was the score that you needed?
It's hard to tell. It was a bit smaller wave, so, but I gave it all I had, so hope so. 6.07, yeah. I was thinking more around the 6.
Thank you so much, Johanne. Well, still just a huge effort from you. Congratulations, super proud, and great way to wrap